Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses back here with the 2KDB update for Season 8 Day 1, featuring these 36 cards that are going to be coming into the game today. Now, some of these cards you're not going to be able to get today unless you're willing to spend a ton of money, like in the case of Kareem. Other cards you could spend a ton of money and never see them, like this GOAT Dirk Nowitzki. But we're going to go over a couple of these cards and see if any of them look really interesting to us. Now, I did take a quick look at a couple of these cards ahead of time just so I could try to give you guys a shorter video than I normally would. If I had just gone in blind and saw 36 players, I would have probably been pretty overwhelmed. The first thing I looked at when this update went live was the animation difference between the GOAT point guard eligible Kareem, the one that you get for the Pro Pass, and the regular level 40 Kareem card. And if you look right here, the point guard Kareem has changes to his animations. He has Jonathan Isaac's lower, which I think some people have said was pretty good. You can see he has some changes to his dribble moves. He has Kyrie dribble style instead of the MJ dribble style. The Steve Francis sides up instead of the Tracy McGrady. So there are other people out there who are much more privy to knowing which of these moves are better. That person is not me, unfortunately. I'm just going to show you guys the information and move on, and I'm sure there will be other content creators who understand these dribble moves much better than me and can tell you why the point guard Kareem card is going to be better. But obviously it's going to be better because you have to pay $10 to have access to this point guard eligible Kareem. I just don't love that we're now for the second season in a row getting a center who's point guard eligible for our level 40 reward, because all this does is make point guard Jokic, I don't want to say meaningless, but meaningless. Which kind of sucks. Derrick Rose, I think the only thing of note here is he's the Pro Pass, like point of entry card. Like right when you buy the Pro Pass, I think you get Derrick Rose, which I guess is kind of cool to get a GOAT card. And then you get I think an Amethyst Derrick Rose for NBA 2K25, which I guess is pretty cool. I just don't know if it's gonna be pretty cool to play MyTeam in NBA 2K25. We'll have to wait and see. We're not going to go over Dirk. I hate the GOAT concept in general when it comes to these Friday promos because I feel like it's kind of silly, but whatever. If you're ripping packs for GOAT Dirk, best of luck to you. I hope you get him, and if you do get him, I hope you get him without spending too much of your money. Tim Duncan was one of the other cards that I looked at, I believe. Yes, I did. I was comparing him to the 100 rated Tim Duncan card, and the main thing that I was curious in, because I knew the ratings were going to be 99 across the board for the Invincible card, but my main question was, is he going to keep the Patty Mills base that was on the 100 overall Cerebral Tim Duncan card? And he does. So that's pretty nice. I don't think there were any other animation changes. So we can basically treat this Invincible Tim Duncan as a free 100 overall Tim Duncan. I just don't know if I want to grind the 300 clutch time online games or the 400 clutch time offline games that would be required to get him. If you play unlimited a lot, you're going to probably be able to get him naturally, but I don't know if I'm going to be playing that much of the game modes that I frequent, especially now that we're in Season 8 and we're kind of winding down on the year. But I don't know if I'm going to play enough to get this Tim Duncan card, which is kind of unfortunate because he does look like a really good card. It just feels like this kind of reward is one season late. We had Glenn Rice 2 seasons ago, and if they gave us a Tim Duncan last season, that would have been awesome, but instead we got a J.R. Smith card, who, even though he came out a season later than Glenn Rice, was arguably much worse than Glenn Rice, which kind of sucks. DeMar DeRozan, we can quickly look at his ratings, I guess, even though I feel like he's not going to be that exciting of a card. A 6'6 shooting guard with a 6'9 wingspan doesn't really excite me, but obviously 99s across the board. He's going to have almost every single badge on Hall of Fame. It looks like, I guess his Hall of Fame badges have not been updated yet on current gen, I'm going to call it, even though people like to call current gen previous gen, but whatever. He should be a really fun card. I just don't know if I'm going to be wanting to use DeMar DeRozan in my lineup necessarily. Penny Hardaway, I'm sure, is going to be really good. I'm not going to bother looking at Penny's ratings because he's the final salary cap reward. So we're not going to get him for like, what, 4 weeks? So I don't know if it's worth gassing up a card who's not going to come out until August. That just doesn't make much sense to me. Now, a couple of cards who I am interested in are some of these Invincibles that came out today. I really like this, what's it called? Where is he? Right here, Kawhi Leonard, right in front of my face. I would love to get Kawhi. I know I'm not going to get Kawhi. This card should be an absolute demon because 99 in everything stat-wise. He's going to have all the badges that you want on him. So, yeah, we're getting to the point of the year now where basically every card that's going to come out is going to be 98 or 99 and everything, which is great. Dennis Rodman, I think we get just for logging into the game today, basically, and opening up the pass, like whatever that, you know, regular passes card, not the pro pass, the regular pass, the basic pass. And now this season, we're going to be getting Dark Matters in the player market, and more than just one. Like the previous few promos, we only had one Dark Matter, like Jalen Green, Lamar Odom, John Wall coming into the player market. Now we're getting, I believe it's 3. So if you take a look, where is Smooth? Let's look at all the Smooth cards. So we'll click on, for example, we'll click on LaMelo Ball. I'm going to, where's Smooth? Right here. So we have these 3 Dark Matters right here: Rudy Gobert, Paul Millsap, and Tyrese Thomas. Tyrese Thomas is really interesting to me. I loved his Pink Diamond card, but the thing that I'm most intrigued in is the price, because obviously I'm still sitting at a lot of MT. I have 4.5 million MT, and I want to lock in this collection. Oof, 315k MT for Tyrese Thomas. So his price has not changed. My question now is, have the prices for these 2 Dark Matters here lowered from previous Dark Matter releases? Let's see. 315 for Paul Millsap and 315 for Rudy Gobert. So that makes it what, 945k MT to lock in this collection? And then you're going to end up probably getting a Dark Matter Brandon Roy. You can get LaMelo Ball, which I guess if you play on, you know, the previous gen, like if you play on PS4 or Xbox One, I've heard LaMelo Ball's jumper is much better on that gen than on the Xbox Series X and PS5. So that really sucks. I'm actually shocked that they kept all the Dark Matters at that same price. Like, the only way that this is somewhat okay, and even calling it somewhat okay I think is a bit of a stretch, is if they up the odds of Dark Matters in packs dramatically. Like, we cannot see 5% odds, we can't see 10% odds. We need to see, I think, 20% odds for the packs that we're getting today for the Smooth promo for Dark Matters, because if the prices are going to stay at 315k, my fear now is that the odds have not changed, and this is really 2k. Instead of treating this season as an apology tour, trying to make it up to the community for, you know, making us gamble for the cards that we want, they're now kind of doubling down in this last season and trying to get every last drop, every last coin, every last dollar out of us before 2K25 drops in September. So that is really, really scummy. I don't love that at all. It almost makes me not even want to look at the cards that are coming out in this promo today. So that's really, really crappy. I do like that we're able to grind for some of these Team USA cards. Like, that's cool, but none of these cards that I'm looking at today really excite me all that much. The one that does excite me the most is probably Tim Duncan, and I don't know if I want to grind, like I said, all those games to go and get him in Season 8 of MyTeam, you know? It's not great. I don't love this at all, you know? And what sucks is Taco Fall is here, and because of that, people are going to lock in that 945k MT. Like, could I do it? I still could, but I just feel like, you know, the last 2 seasons, the lock-in has cost, I think, 493.5k, and now we're basically doubling the cost of the lock-ins now. And I just don't like that. Like, the Dark Matters don't really excite me all that much in this drop. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention, you know, token rewards. How did I not talk about Jalen Brunson until God knows what point in the video I'm at right now? New Jalen Brunson card for 15 tokens. Pretty cool. I will be getting him. I know he's not a card that most people want to use in my team. I mean, I love Jalen Brunson. Obviously, I'm a big Knicks fan. Really hyped with all the moves that the Knicks made this week, pertaining OG Anunoby, trading for Mikal Bridges. I love the way they drafted, but whenever I take Jalen Brunson into my team games, he gets bullied because he's not a tall point guard, unfortunately. But I will be trying to get him, and I will be trying to do gameplay with him. And my Knicks Clutch Time Online team is pretty damn solid, so you never know. You can't ever count them out, man. They have so much fight. I love this. I love that we're getting Jalen Brunson as a Dark Matter token reward, because that means at least I can guarantee that I can get him just by playing the game and getting tokens and then spending them. But Ricky Davis is going to be the, I guess, the 50 token reward, right? Or however many tokens, I don't know. I think George Mikan was 50. So Ricky Davis being 50 would make the most sense. This card should be insanely cracked. Whenever I play against his Dark Matter, I tend to have a really hard time defending him. It's him and Glenn Rice who tend to give me the most trouble when it comes to 3 hunting. So this card may be one of the very few Dark Matter or 100 overall token rewards, or any token reward, I should say, this year that may be worth it. So that's pretty cool. And then besides that, there isn't anything else I really want to cover. The main thing I wanted to showcase was the difference between the GOAT Kareem cards, the one that you get from the Pro Pass versus the regular pass. The Tim Duncan having Patty Mills base, if you want to grind that out, it's kind of cool. He looks pretty damn good. But I think the big story here is the fact that these smooth Dark Matters, at least as of right now, things can change. Their prices are the same as the Dark Matters that were in the player market last season, and that is a huge L in my opinion, because you have to spend 945,000 MT now to lock in and more than likely get a card that you're not going to want. I mean, if you're only interested in Taco Fall, I think you're going to be pretty disappointed when you get one of the other 3 cards, because Taco definitely has the lowest odds of coming out from that pack. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. That's the video. I hope to be streaming a little bit later on this morning. I don't know if I got that message out or not. It depends on if I need to get, if I need to get into work, if they call me in. If they don't, then I'll be able to stream on YouTube for a couple of hours. We can see what Season 8 has in store for us. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I'll see you later.